covers something new and extraordinary.
All right. I think there was some problem with the internet, and we, joined back again. Anyways, let's start today's webinar. Hello and good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called "Business Opportunity Over Chai." Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Over the last 27 years, Franchise India has helped thousands of investors selecting the right franchise business for them. Today, we are happy to introduce you our Indian menswear fashion and retail brand called House of Sero. Founded in 1971, House of Sero is an Indian menswear legacy brand under the leadership of Mr. Nemchand Rambia. It has established itself as a powerhouse in men's formal, semi-formal, and casual fashion, blending heritage craftsmanship with modern sophistication. With over 5 decades in the industry, the brand has renowned for its commitment to quality, precision tailoring, and trend resilient designs. The brand is now giving opportunity to those who want to become a part of their successful journey. Their first phase one expansion is Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. To talk more about this, I'm joined with Akash Rambia, uh, who is from the brand. Akash will introduce himself, and then we'll also talk about the brand and the business opportunity. I'm also joined with Anita, and she's my colleague from Chennai. Shakti is also my colleague from Chennai. He's the head of the business, Tamil Nadu, and Nankita is the brand manager. But before we start the brand presentation and talk more about the brand and the business, my request is from everyone that in case if you would have any question related to the brand or the business, you please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box to make this session more interactive. Uh, Now I would request Akash to please take the lead and let's uh, first, I would really like you to introduce yourself and then we'll move on to the presentation part. Over to you.
Thank you, Bharat. Hi guys, this is Akash. I'm the Sero is basically a family-led business, and I'm the third generation uh, entrepreneur right now who's joined the business a few years back. Uh, and I'm leading the Sero brand over here. Uh, so we have multiple brands, and I'm the one who's leading Sero right now. Uh, so let me just start with presenting about what our business is and how we are going, how do we want to go about franchising it, and give you greater details about the business. Right, I'll start
Sure,
presenting my screen now.
sure.
Uh, so House of Sero comprises of three brands basically. Uh, that's Sero, uh, HV, and Eric's. Let me just give you a brief what we'll be going through. First, we'll be going through the business overview today, then our proposed franchise model, and how we plan to expand into different areas. uh, in the next 1 year. So the business overview is so the brand was started by my grandfather in 1971. To give you a brief history about him and how he started the business, he worked at a tailoring shop for more than 10 years after migrating from Kutch to Mumbai, and which is where he built his entire knowledge about how to run a factory, what's going on, what's not working. Uh, and this experience eventually helped him to start his own company, uh, which was under the brand name of Sero, uh, which he did in 1971. When we first started, ready-made garment was pretty new to the market that time, right? Like in 1970s, you would usually be going to a tailoring shop and stitching your own garments. Ready-made as a concept itself didn't really exist that time, right? And he's one of so he pioneered this trend, and he had this vision that eventually ready-made would expand and tailoring would go down, given the convenience, and which is why he started putting a lot of efforts into this, and slowly expanded. uh, we started with South India as our primary market, which is Tamil Nadu and Kerala, uh, and Karnataka as well. Right. So now coming to the portfolio of brands that we have under our House of Sero, it's Sero, which is our original brand that we started in 1971. This caters to formal, semi-formal shirts, as well as we have bottom wear, which will comprise of cotton trousers, formal trousers, denims under our portfolio. Uh, right. Then there was a trend of premiumization that was happening as well, and uh, you wouldn't expect people to have the same brand which would be selling shirts at say 3K versus a same brand which is selling shirts at 1,000 rupees. The acceptance for the same brand at two different price points is difficult, which is why we started with a new brand called HV, which caters to the premium and occasion wear. HV stands for Harshvardhan, uh, and it was later shortened down to HV. Eric's is our casual wear brand, catering to fast fashion. Uh, and using these three brands, we have a complete portfolio uh, of products in terms of shirts that any man would require in his wardrobe. Right? Just giving further details about the brand is Sero was founded in 1971, Freezone in 98, and Harshvardhan in 2000. Uh, right now, within Sero also we have a lot of different categories trying to fulfill different needs. Though formal shirts and semi-formal shirt remains the main products that sell on the counter, comprising of around 80 to 85% sale. We do have a collection called Eternia or Eternia, which typically makes cream color shirts and is a product that is made particularly for the South Indian market. uh, it's those shirts that you would wear on a dhoti on your wedding day, or if you are the uh, groom's, or if you are even close family members of the groom or the bride, you would typically wear these shirts, right? And white gold is another brand that we started, which would cater only to white shirts. That itself is a very huge market, uh, given there's a lot of use of white shirts in South India itself. And in terms of the future plans, we are also coming up with t-shirts under the Seri brand. Uh, and we should probably go live within a couple of months with t-shirts as well. The price point for this brand is somewhere between 700 to 1600 rupees, with 80 70% of our collection being priced below 1300. Right, so it's the middle economy, the middle income segment that we are targeting, which is a big chunk in India. and the growing demographics support this sale as well. Free Zone, again, the casual wear brand priced between 1000 rupees to 1800. Uh, we also have a boys collection under the Free Zone brand, uh, which caters to the casual wear shirts for boys. The price point for menswear is 1000 to 1800, while for boys would be from 700 to 1500. Harshvardhan is the premium wear brand. It would start from say around 1500 to and will go up till 3000 rupees. All premium fabrics, Giza cottons, cotton linens are the ones that we try to focus Harshvardhan. And it's a premium occasion wear that you would like to wear when you're going to parties or uh, weddings or uh, all the occasion and athleisure, not athleisure, but say when you're going to that or something. This is just again the brief. So even in terms of fitting, we have a couple of different fits within the shirts and trousers, trying to cater to what the market requires. Uh, the fits have been developed by a lot of study that has taken place behind the scenes. It's been 50 years, and we've been trying to continuously take the feedback, what's going on, what's not going on, how it is working, and then we've developed fits in shirts and same with the trousers. Uh, right. So on the Sero, you would find a tailored fit shirt, a regular comfort fit shirt. Uh, we also have a range called Fair Deal under Sero, which comprises of the budget shirts. Uh, so the entire idea of having so many different ranges within this uh, brand of Sero itself was that any customer that would walk into your store shouldn't be leaving because you don't have particularly something that he requires, right? So if there's a customer who has a budget constraint of 1000 rupees, he is not going to leave the store because most of your products are priced above 1000, right? So he'll have a fair deal range that will cater to him. Or if you have a customer who doesn't mind having a higher price but wants a premium fabric that's gonna last, then he would opt for Harshvardhan, which is a 2500 rupees shirt. Similarly, would be the case for starting a lot of different uh, things, right? Like Sero Select is again premium wear shirt under the Sero brand name, but those are comfort fit shirts, typically catering to people in their 40s and 50s, very loyal to the brand, wanting the Sero brand name, but now that they've reached the age where they have a higher spending power and want to stick around with the brand, right? So the products are designed in such a way that any customer that enters the shop, you want them to make the purchase over there, right? So moving on to our USPs, right? Uh, One thing is that the shirts have are pretty affordable, but that doesn't mean that we are compromising on quality in any way. The fabric is a really good fabric. Uh, we haven't if you look at our history with all the multi-brand outlets, there's less than 2% of dead stock that happens in terms of the stock that they have, but even less is in terms of the quality, that there are hardly any products that get returned to us because the quality is not up to the mark. Uh, right? And we have been doing this at a really affordable price point, right? Like between 1000 to 1500 is uh, if I would compare this to any pan-India brands, it will be a few hundred rupees cheaper than them, right? And then there's also a 50-year-old legacy that we bought, and this time has been uh, over time, you build capabilities of uh, making the entire supply chain so strong that the quality remains the same. You've built those contacts where any designs, any new fabrics, any new collections that are coming, they come to you first. Uh, you have the option of choosing uh, the suppliers since they know you from so many years, they support you. Uh, and you are always given the first preference. So the entire legacy of building the entire collection, maintaining the supply chain, everything just helps you to give you that quality. uh, and it's the brand philosophy, right? Like Mr. Nemchandra Ramya's thought has been that any person who's buying, say, even if he's buying a 700 rupee shirt, or if he's buying a 1500 rupee shirt, he should feel that value for money. It's the hard-earned money that they've earned, and no, there shouldn't be any customer who feels that he isn't getting something that he's paying for. It has to be worth that much, and that has been the philosophy of the brand, and that's driven us for the last 50 years, which is why there's so much focus on quality and the price over here. And the ultimate selling point for us would be that the ratio of the quality that you're providing to the price that you're charging is very high for us. So in terms of our current presence and the audience, right? 90% of our sales is happening through multi-brand outlets in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, primarily through multi-brand outlets. Again, any leading retailers from South would be our customers, whether it's Pothys, Kalyan Sales, Lulu, Jai Lakshmi, Simati, all these are our customers. We also do export our products to the Gulf area and uh, Singapore, Malaysia as well. Uh, Again, that would comprise of 10% of our market share. Uh, the target audience is between 18 to 65, 70 years. Anyone above 18 years is our customer. Uh, and um, the pricing based upon at what point of his career or what point of his income he is, he could have a product suitable for us. We've also started franchising now, and since the past couple of years, and we have 5 franchise stores still now. In terms of the franchise model, uh, we can have single unit franchise. We are open to both the cases of having a single unit franchise where you are the owner of the each unit, or you can have multiple franchise units under you, uh, and we will be open to both the models. We are particularly looking at the FOFO model, which is the franchise owned, franchise operated model. Uh, Under this model, uh, the investment, the ownership, and the operations would fall under the franchisee. So the operating expenses would also fall under the uh, franchisee, and the brand will support you in terms of the collections and the uh, having the goods across to you, marketing, sales training, and all those stuff. But we do not run the day-to-day operations over there. And this would give the brief of what would fall under the franchisee and what would fall under the uh, brand. We are typically looking at an agreement term of 5 years, uh, and we can discuss, like, again, the lease deposit, store setup, franchise fee, insurance, inventory. All these expenses would lie with the franchise, and the franchise is the one who's operating the business. Now, in terms of the financial model that we are looking at under the FOFO model, uh, since we are going to house three different brands under one, we recommend a minimum area of 1500 square feet, uh, and a capex of 30.5 lakhs would be required to get the store up and running. So, what we think. There's a franchise fee of 5 lakhs, which is included in this 30.5 lakhs, and there's a separate working capital of 30 lakhs that would be required. The working capital would comprise of 15 lakh rupees of deposit against the stock that the brand is gonna put at the store, and we expect a gross margin. So the company would be providing a gross margin of 32%, uh, and there's a incentive after you cross particular sale amount of additional 2%. Uh, and we expect an ROI of 66% across 5 years with a payback period of 20 months. Uh, So the ideal partners that we are looking at, right? So any young entrepreneurs wanting to get into the retail business, having that drive to establish their own business and getting into retailing, uh, we are happy to collaborate and discuss the opportunity. Uh, Businessmen, partners with connection, having those units and want to expand. Again, happy to uh, collaborate. Industry experience is always a plus uh, for us, and that'll just help. And same with the full-time business owners. Um, the way we go about selecting our franchisees, we look at the whether you have previous business experience, even if you don't like, you know, do you have the passion to take this ahead and uh, make this entire business model successful. Uh, there is certain amount of financial investment that is required, and financial fit is also uh, looked upon. Same is the ability to do the operations and marketing. Uh, in terms of our obligations, see, we've been doing the multi-brand outlet model for a lot of years, but once we've started franchise own business model, franchise is the one that will always take priority over them. So any collections, any new stuff, anything that happens, the first right to that particular product, to the newness, everything goes to the franchise shops first, right? And the way we would think about this is that we will think the store as our own store, and you all can think the company has to be your company, uh, right? And we'll be continuously supporting. As far as the rollout plan is concerned, we currently have 5 franchise stores already, one in Chennai, one in Madurai, Trichy, Tirunelveli, uh, and the one more in Coimbatore is about to start soon, right? And then now we are looking to, within the next 1 year, we are looking to add a few more stores in Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and the Karnataka region. Uh, that's primarily because the brand has a very strong brand presence in these areas. Uh, and it's very well known in these 3 states, which is why we are focusing on these 3 states first before moving to the rest of India. Once we've established a good network over here, and once we also establish our e-commerce presence nicely, then we will start moving out to the rest of India, which would be a couple of years from now, 2 to 3 years from now. Again, speaking about the target locations, right? So we expect metros, tier one, tier two cities in these three uh, states to do well for us, and so do high streets and malls. That's a new trend that's been catching the market, right? So any high street locations, any shopping malls are also welcome for us. Uh, in terms of the support that you expect from the brand, uh, there's the point of sale training and the point of sale provided by the brand. Sales training in terms of the products, how product categorization and everything is provided by the brand. There'll be a continuous marketing support that is given by the brand uh, during festival seasons, during launch, newspaper ads, digital ads, everything. The brand will try to support you with that and drive the sales at your store. There's also dedicated there will be an entire team over here who would help you navigate, whether it's from store inventory, store sales, everything. You'll have a point of contact, and the brand is going to be there to support you at each and every step, uh, even in terms of operations and everything. See, at the end of the day, it's our store that we think of it as our store, and we are going to do everything that is required to help you thrive. And we expect the same, that the store would do everything to maintain the standards of Sero, and build a good brand name. So that's it from me. I'm happy to take any questions that any one of you.
Thank you, Akash, for the detailed presentation. I really appreciate the way you explained everything. Just to summarize for the rest of the viewers, if you talk about this brand, it is a 50 years old brand, started back in 1971, House of Sero. If you talk about the brand architecture, the House of Sero includes three core brands, each categories to cater a distinct segment. For example, Sero, House of Sero. Sero is a flagship brand focused on the formal and the semi-formal menswear. At the same point of time, we also have Harshvardhan HV, that is primarily a premium and the occasional wear collection. And then we have the Eric's. Eric's is the casual range for men and boys. So I mean, all these three segment will be there in a single store, and that's the best strategy to cater almost all the kind of customers that you would have. If you talk about the product categories, they have formal shirt, semi-formal shirt, cotton linen trousers, denim wear, premium wedding shirts, casual men's and boys, everything, right? The best is that they use very good, quality materials to, for their clothes like Giza cotton, Supima cotton, pure linen, and the cotton linen blends, right? They also have a price range which starts from 700 to 3,000 rupees, right? So I mean, if you look into the way this brand is focusing on every category, right, of the customer is really good. Um, uh, if you talk about the USPs, right, 50 years of brand legacy, superior in terms of the quality and affordable price. That is what makes this brand, competitively better than their competitors. They also have a wide product mix range, catering from entry level to luxury menswear. And of course, they have a strong market conversion and the low debt stock. This brand already have four already running stores, right? All are franchisee owned, and all the stores are running absolutely fantastic. One of the store, as Akash said, that is also coming up soon in Coimbatore. Is that right, Akash?
It's gonna be the sixth store. So we have one in Chennai,
All right,
Coimbatore, Trichy, Tirunelveli, and Madurai. That's already operational, and there's one more being added in.
perfect. In terms of franchising model, this brand is offering FOFO model, right? If you have area of like 1,500 square feet and the total capex of 30,000, 30 lakh, 30.5 lakh rupees, right? Then of course you can, go for this brand. I mean, the overall, the money would require is almost like 60 lakh rupees, which includes working capital as well as the total capital, right? Gross margin is up to 32%. The payback period is 20 months and the term period is 5 years. Akash also talked about the ideal franchisee partners that he's looking for. Someone who's young entrepreneurs want to start their entrepreneur career. You can be a part of this successful journey. Apart from that, if you have, a bit idea about apparel industry, or you are from apparel industry professional, or if you're passionate about this particular category, I mean, you can be one of the very good, ideal partner for us. Also, in case if you are a full-time business owners and have local strong network, I mean, you all are welcome for this brand. Expansion, he's already talked about that primarily he's looking for three states, uh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka, right? Some of the cities that you make us, if you are from some, the cities like Chennai, Coimbatore, Madurai, Trichy, Salem, Tripur, Kochi, Thiruvananthapuram, Kozhikode, and Kollam, then you of course can get in touch with us after this webinar. Uh, Let me just check in case we have any question. Meanwhile, I would also request all the attendees, in case if you would like to ask any questions, Akash is there, right? You please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box, and we will keep on taking those questions. Muthu Kumar is asking, it is for you, Akash. Are you giving distribution at Coimbatore?
So we do not uh, deal with distributors, we directly deal with the retailers. So there's no distribution that we are giving to Coimbatore. Even the entire multi-brand outlet network that works is by directly working with us. There's no a middleman presence of any middleman.
Okay.
Again, shop in shop model and with respect to the multi-brand store, right? That he's asking. Uh,
Mm.
it depends, right? Like it depends upon the location that you have, where you want to go. If you look at the entire journey, right? Uh, our we've always believed that you also have to earn in this entire process, and we have to earn, right? So we wouldn't take steps that's going to disturb your business, and we expect the same. So if there's a store that's really next to you selling Sero products, then we wouldn't entertain anyone in that area because that affects that creates an unnecessary competition and cannibalizes the store sales, right? Uh, so this is a conversation that we'll have to uh, about having multi-brand outlets and product being available over there, we'll have to take it offline. You
Yeah,
can reach out to us and then we can probably discuss.
right. So he also asked like if you have shop in shop model available, already having multi-brand store in RS Puram, Coimbatore. I mean, Muthukumar has already running a multi-brand store in Coimbatore, right? RS Puram, and he was just inquiring in case if you have shop in shop model available as well.
Exactly, right? So that's what I'm saying. Okay,
Correct.
it really depends on who's next to him, what's happening, what's not happening. Unless I
True.
have details about his short location and everything, it's difficult for me to answer right now. Muthu Kumar can you can contact us offline and we'll be happy to discuss this in detail further.
Uh, that is absolutely perfect. My request, Anita, in case if you could share your number in the chat box, so that in case if anyone would like to get in touch with you related to that, maybe Mumuthu Kumar can make contact you after this webinar,
Yes,
and
Bharat,
then we
I'll
can
do that.
have
I'll do that.
all right, so that we can have a detailed discussion about the opportunity. Uh, okay, yeah, sir, we are just sharing it in the chat box. You may collect it from there. Um, Also, we have a question. Let me just check it. What happens to unsold or damaged inventory? Is there any return or exchange policy for the stock?
So yes, we do have a return and exchange policy. Uh,
Mhm.
Usually, we would take the goods back. Uh, the unsold inventory is usually taken back. Obviously, there's a control percentage that we have, and we can discuss those. But uh, uh, we won't let the shop stay with the old stock and affect your sales. So there's gonna be that support from the brand itself uh, brand side. Also, if you look at, like if I'm typically speaking about Tamil Nadu or Kerala, you have sale period during the RD season. Uh, so throughout the year, we wouldn't really allow discounting on products, but during this period, we do put sales to clear the dead stock out, and the company will be chipping in a certain amount for that.
Right. I was also, going through with the marketing support or the marketing that you would be, helping a franchisee. How do you support franchisee with the local marketing? I mean, are there any brand funded campaign or tool provided? Any sort of thing that you would do?
Uh, Yes, so if I'm speaking in terms of during the festive season, there are continuous newspaper ads that we've been running for our previous franchisee. We've
Mhm.
run digital ads to get the traction over there. We are looking at influencers and getting the influencers to the stores to drive that traction. Uh, See, marketing itself is a very evolving field, right? So I cannot say that I'll be doing a newspaper ad or I'll
Mhm.
be doing this, and it really goes on what the trend is and how we are going to drive traffic to that store. But in terms of budget, there's always a particular budget that's been allocated for each and every store, and that will be spent on that particular store to get the traffic over there. So that you can be rest assured that the brand is going to put in those efforts to drive sales at your venue. What it would be and how it would be is something that we could discuss upon and try to figure out what the best solution is.
Okay. And what about the clothing designs? Do you have in-house designers, or do you also offer any sort of custom uh, products in case if anyone would like?
In terms of designers, yes, we do have our entire design team that is in-house. Uh,
Hmm.
None of the designing is outsourced. Uh,
Okay.
Again, now in terms of uh, custom designs, right? We keep getting these requests, right? Like I want this particular design in, say,
Correct.
a size 50 short, or I want a particular pant in, say, this size 46, 48. I want a comfort fit and this, right?
Hmm.
And yes, we do as much as possible from the brand end. We'll try to help you with that and get those across to you. If you are talking in terms of being particularly going the tailoring route, no, that's not possible. Like if you would say, that I want to make a shirt which has, say, uh, two pockets with certain embroidery, certain this, then that's like a tailoring thing, and that is not possible. But say within the products that I have, if there is something that you want, then yes, we will try to help you as much as possible, right? Like in terms of, say, core collection, we keep getting these requests where we would say that, there's a customer who wants, say, 50 shirts of the same color for a particular wedding. Can you support
Hmm.
us? And then, yes, we definitely will support you. We'll get you whatever we have across, and even if we have some time, then we'll manufacture it for you and send it across to you. You'll have these requests where you would get that I want this particular shirt in, say, size 50. And if I have the fabric available with me, I will support you with that. Even if I don't have it in my inventory, within a day or two, I can send it across to you. So that level of support is available. But if you ask me in terms of designing an entire new pattern, then that would not be possible.
Hmm. Hmm. And by the way, like how often you come up with the new designs?
So we launch three collections yearly. Uh, One collection is catered to the festive season that goes on from July to October. One goes for the New Year's, Christmas, Pongal season, which is for uh, the month of November to January, February. And then there's
Hmm.
the summer collection, which goes from February to June, July. Uh, we recommend to book your goods accordingly. Uh, and though the goods are, ready with us, be rest assured that the inventory is always controlled. You wouldn't land up in a situation where you are overstocked or understocked, and
Hmm.
there's a brand support, and there's also continuous analysis that is going on over here, right? So you can book the goods that you feel uh, are going to work, but there's a trend change, or you realize that this is not working, but rather this is working, and we have approximately 1200 to 1500 designs in each season. So there's something or the other that's gonna fit into what you want, and you always have the option to cancel the previous ones, and this is what is, say, working right now. You can ask, like, we can discuss, and that this would help, and this is what we would then send across, right? So given the number of designs that we have in each season, uh, you can be assured that whatever is working at your store is going to be there.
All right. One of the very important question also people usually ask, like, will I have the exclusivity in my area or city, or can another franchisee be open nearby?
Not nearby, for sure, which is what, again, I was talking to the Muthu Kumar's point, right?
Hmm.
If there's a store, if you've opened a franchise over here, be rest assured that no one's gonna enter that particular area in a radius of few kilometers, right? Now I can't mention the exact amount of kilometers because it really depends, right? Now Chennai as a city can even can accommodate even 10 franchise store and it wouldn't really cannibalize anyone's sale, right? But even within Chennai, if I have opened a store at a particular street, few kilometers I'm not gonna give franchise to anyone because that will affect your business. When I'm looking at my
But
growth
still,
and
do we have any parameter like five kilometers radius or a 10 kilometers radius? Like how do we decide it?
we don't have a fixed number right now, right? Like within a couple of kilometers, whether I would give or not. But
Mhm.
at least 2 kilometers, I'm sure I wouldn't give. 2 to 3 kilometers for sure. I'm not gonna give anyone uh franchising. And probably we can discuss this, right? Like, again, we are not gonna do something that is gonna cannibalize your business. So even right now, when we are opening new franchising, we are making sure that any new location comes up, that's also uh, taken up with them, right? Like if it's in their area, it's also taken up with them.
Okay, a few more questions in the chat box. Like, where are your clothing materials manufactured? In-house or do you purchase it from manufacturer?
Uh, it's a combination of that, right? Of certain things are uh, programmed by us and that are manufactured only for us, which is proprietary to us. And then there are a few which is taken from traders and mills and everywhere. So it's a
Mhm.
it's a mix that we have for both in terms of our collections.
Okay, is merchandise under consignment basis? There is a
So
question. I could not understand
yeah,
this. Is merchandise under consignment basis?
yeah. Even see in terms of if you're trying to explain in terms of exclusive brand outlets, right? We have there's gonna be a 15 lakh rupees deposit, and
Mhm.
then around 30 lakh rupees of goods is gonna be supplied, which will be there at the store continuously. Uh, right now, there might be seasonal variations, and you can be uh, the company is willing to do those adjustments, right? Like it's not a hard and fast rule that if you given me 15 lakh rupees of deposit and then during sale time, if you require more inventory, the company is gonna ship more inventory at the store, which typically happens during the festive season where there's a lot of selling happening. But that's the model that we'll be working on. That there's a deposit and against that there's an inventory planned out at the store.
All right, let me just check a couple of few more questions arrived in the Q&A box. Do you use any tech in measurement or any other tech integration? I mean, someone is
Uh,
trying to ask you about the technology that
yeah,
you may be using. Yeah.
yeah. So in terms of measurements at the store, there's no tech involved. Uh, in terms of any other tech integrations, uh, we are using a Genesis point of sale system, and on top of that, we have our analysts and other business people who are sitting here who are analyzing the data over there and trying to brief you about the collections that you should have or the planning that you should do. Uh, and further on, now we are looking to integrate with Opt Culture, which is a customer relationship management software, which will enable us to uh, make very customized marketing communications. An example is that, right? Like when I analyze a store, uh, and say your average selling point is say 1200 and you want to push it to 1500, then you would have marketing promotions in such a way that would incentivize that sale. So that is also in progress, and in a couple of months that should be live as well. So that is the tech that is currently under the store. But in terms of measurements, there's no tech used over there.
Okay. Do you also have store branded buttons, labeling, or embroidery, etc.?
Uh, I
I mean,
didn't really get this question, right? Like if you are asking if the brand name is present on the buttons, yes, it is. Embroidery is present on
yes,
the shirt, yes.
correct.
But like when you say store branded, I don't really get because the store is gonna be named House of Sero.
Absolutely right. Yeah. All right. I think we probably have answered
I
almost all the questions
I
that we
think
received.
there's one more question, right? Centralized. Do you have in-house team training of
Okay.
technicians? For POS system, again, we use Genesis. For the marketing, we have a mix of internal and external agencies. So performance marketing, uh, all marketing strategy and uh, strategy is done in-house. For execution, we have teams that would support us with that. So if there's performance marketing, we have an external partner who would help us with the entire process of doing that. But what we want to do, how we want to do the entire strategy is built in-house, and we have an entire team within ourselves. Uh, Now, training of technicians, do you mean with respect to the POS system? If the question is regarding training of technicians with the POS system, yes, you would be provided with the training. Uh, Genesis itself provides you with the training, and then you'll have dedicated people from my team as well who would help you with that. Bharat, you're on mute.
Okay. I think we already have answered almost all the questions. Not nothing in left in the chat box, nothing in the Q&A. All right, so probably we have answered all the questions. I would also request, in case if you still have any question, you still want to ask, anything. Uh, I mean, there is a number on the screen. It is 9717683838. Or you may also write to us at feedback@franchiseIndia.in. That is how you can get in touch with us, and we can have a detailed discussion about the opportunity, investment planning, location selections, and everything. Anita has already shared her number in the chat box. You may connect with her right after this webinar, right? She's the key account manager for this brand, and that is how you can, uh, connect with us. So I think any question from your end, Anita, Nankita, or anyone, anything that you would like to ask?
No, Bharat, all clear. I think he has answered all the questions also. So in case if anybody's getting in touch with me, I'll take it.
Perfect. I think that's it for the day, guys. In case if you want, you may contact us. Just I forgot to talk about the target locations that the brand is looking for.Maybe a premium high street, shopping malls, or commercial market hubs. In case if you have any of these locations available with you and have the investment amount, of course, this can be a great opportunity to go with. You also can be a part of this successful journey. I mean, all their existing stores are doing fabulously well. You can also, be a part of this success journey. So that's it, everyone, for the day. Thank you so much, Akash, for the detailed presentation, answering all the questions that we received in the Q&A box and the chat box. Before we end it, I would really like you to say some closing remarks for the investors.
Uh, my The only thing is like you would, we are looking for partners and we believe in growth that has to happen together. So we are looking for those partners who think, uh, we would like you to grow and the same for us. Along with you, even we want to grow and let's make this brand uh, a great one, right? Like we've done this for the past 50 years and there's more 50 to come. And it would be really great to have some nice partners in this journey where we establish that long-term connection and build that entire brand together.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Akash, for being with us for almost an hour, explaining everything, all the aspects of franchise business, about the brand, the legacy, the products that you're offering, the support that you would be providing. I would also like to thank Anita, my colleague, Nankita and Anita for being with me, helping me driving out this webinar today. Everyone, tomorrow we will again come up with a new brand and we'll explore the another business opportunity. We'll start exactly at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. You may also watch us on our YouTube channel, that is Franchise in the YouTube channel, right? That is how you can connect with us. So that's it, everyone. Take care and have a nice day ahead.